How this nerdy teen became a $32.7 million drug trafficker. From high school nerd to multi-million-dollar drug trafficker, Nate Norman's journey into the underworld of cannabis smuggling is a modern tale of ambition, innovation, and eventual downfall. Starting with a modest investment of $1,400 from the sale of a boat, Norman ventured into the cannabis trade, quickly expanding his operation through ingenious smuggling tactics across the Canada-US border. What began as a small-scale enterprise burgeoned into a $38 million, 7-ton operation involving a network of over 32 individuals. However, his illicit empire came crashing down when he was sentenced to 12 years in prison, serving as a cautionary tale of the risks and consequences of underworld entrepreneurship. Nate Norman's foray into drug trafficking began innocently enough with a savvy financial decision. Using $1,400 earned from selling a boat, he purchased his first pound of cannabis. Recognizing the lucrative potential of the cannabis market, Norman reinvested his profits into expanding his inventory and operations. His keen business acumen and understanding of market demand allowed him to quickly establish a foothold in the competitive drug trade landscape. As his operation grew, Norman adopted innovative smuggling methods to evade law enforcement scrutiny. Leveraging his knowledge of border logistics and surveillance patterns, he orchestrated the seamless transportation of large quantities of cannabis across the heavily monitored Canada-US border. This strategic approach not only minimized detection risks but also maximized profit margins, fueling the rapid expansion of his burgeoning empire. And by the way, how did Nate Norman initially finance his cannabis smuggling operation? A. He sold his car to raise capital. B. He borrowed money from a family member. C. He used $1,400 from selling a boat. D. He won a small lottery prize. Take a guess. The correct answer will be revealed in 5 seconds. Well, the right answer is option C. He used $1,400 from selling a boat. Keep watching to uncover the astonishing tale of how a nerdy teen amassed a $38 million fortune through drug trafficking. Norman's success did not solely hinge on his entrepreneurial skills but also on his ability to build and manage a complex network of collaborators and operatives. Recruiting over 32 individuals, Norman established a robust supply chain that spanned multiple states and provinces. Each member of his network played a crucial role, from cultivation and packaging to transportation and distribution, ensuring the smooth operation of his illicit enterprise. Under Norman's leadership, the organization flourished, amassing an impressive haul of over 7 tons of cannabis and generating an estimated $38 million in revenue. His operation thrived on secrecy, strategic planning, and meticulous execution, characteristics that allowed him to stay one step ahead of law enforcement agencies for an extended period. However, the shadow of his illegal activities would eventually catch up with him, leading to a dramatic downfall that would alter the course of his life forever. Despite Norman's efforts to maintain operational security, law enforcement agencies eventually closed in on his illicit activities. A meticulous investigation unraveled the intricate web of his drug trafficking operation, documenting smuggling routes, financial transactions, and the roles of each participant within the network. Informants from within Norman's organization provided crucial insider information, further bolstering the case against him. Nate Norman's arrest and subsequent imprisonment sent shockwaves through his community and the broader public. The media frenzy surrounding his case brought attention to the realities of drug trafficking and the allure of easy money that can lead young entrepreneurs down dangerous paths. Norman's story became emblematic of the risks and consequences associated with illicit drug trade, highlighting the devastating impact on individuals, families, and communities affected by drug addiction and related crimes. In the aftermath of his arrest, law enforcement agencies seized assets connected to Norman's drug empire, including properties, vehicles, and financial accounts. The dismantling of his operation dealt a significant blow to the illicit drug market, disrupting supply chains and sending a clear message about the consequences of engaging in criminal activities. For Norman's associates and collaborators, many of whom were also apprehended and faced legal repercussions, it marked the end of their involvement in his illicit enterprise and a sobering lesson about the perils of crossing legal boundaries. Norman's case also sparked discussions about the effectiveness of law enforcement strategies in combating drug trafficking. It underscored the importance of intelligence gathering, collaborative efforts between local, state, and federal agencies, and the role of informants in dismantling criminal organizations. His arrest served as a milestone in the ongoing battle against drug-related crimes, reinforcing the commitment of authorities to uphold justice and safeguard communities from the harmful effects of illegal substances. Reflecting on Nate Norman's rise and fall as a drug trafficker prompts broader societal reflections on the factors that contribute to criminal behavior among young people. Norman's journey from a high school nerd to a drug lord raises questions about the role of ambition, socioeconomic pressures, and societal influences in shaping individuals' choices. It underscores the importance of early intervention education and support systems in steering youth away from illicit activities and towards positive life paths. Furthermore, Norman's story serves as a cautionary tale for aspiring entrepreneurs about the ethical and legal implications of pursuing financial success at any cost. It highlights the consequences of prioritizing short-term gains over long-term consequences and the risks associated with engaging in illegal enterprises. Norman's decision to enter the drug trade ultimately led to personal ruin and a lengthy prison sentence, illustrating the profound impact of criminal actions on one's life trajectory and future opportunities. Moreover, Norman's case exposed vulnerabilities within the legal system concerning the prosecution and sentencing of individuals involved in drug trafficking. The complexity of his operation and the substantial profits generated raised questions about equitable punishment and rehabilitation efforts for offenders. It underscored the need for comprehensive sentencing guidelines that consider the severity of crimes, the impact on victims and communities, and the potential for rehabilitation and reintegration into society. The saga of Nate Norman offers profound lessons for society at large regarding the factors that contribute to criminal behavior and the consequences of illegal drug trade. His transformation from a high school nerd with entrepreneurial ambitions to a convicted drug trafficker highlights the allure of illicit profits and the pitfalls of succumbing to temptation. It prompts reflection on the role of personal integrity, ethical decision-making, and the importance of upholding legal and moral standards in pursuit of success. Furthermore, Norman's case underscores the broader societal issues surrounding drug policy, enforcement strategies, and community resilience. It underscores the interconnectedness of individual actions and their impact on the larger fabric of society, emphasizing the need for collaborative efforts to address drug-related challenges comprehensively. By understanding the root causes of drug trafficking and implementing evidence-based interventions, communities can work towards preventing future generations from falling into the trap of criminal activities. In a swift and decisive legal proceeding, Norman faced charges related to drug trafficking, conspiracy, and money laundering. The courtroom became a battleground where prosecutors presented overwhelming evidence of his illicit activities, painting a damning picture of his role as a drug lord. Despite his legal defense's efforts to mitigate charges and argue for leniency, the judge handed down a substantial sentence of 12 years in federal prison. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. For more interesting content, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. For more awesome content, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video.